Not glazing myself at all. We're the smartest species they've ever seen. We wolves, we like to work together. Hey guys, CrimsGreyVR here, and in this video, I'm going to be ranking some more furry avatars based on how they'd survive in a zombie apocalypse. So, let's get into it. Now, when it comes to the archer wolf in a zombie apocalypse, I am going to say in terms of zombie survival, they kind of look like they would be one of those guys that would have somewhat of a decent view of survival skills and all the other things. In my mind, it would be like, let's say you're at work and then you just start seeing a bunch of like ambulances and stuff, and then as you're like working or something, you're looking out the window at work and then you see like somebody shambling around that looks like a zombie. In this universe, assuming you know what a zombie is, let's be honest, if you have anywhere close to a single brain cell, you would see that and be like, well, that's a zombie. And for the archers, since I'm an archer, bro. Now I'm an archer. I am going to get the freak out of work. I'm sorry. I'm going straight back home. And if I see like a zombie shambling around on the way to work, I would just turn around and go back home and just like lock things down at home. Make sure you got your supplies and your weapons and all the other things. Beyond like the first day and like getting past the first week of surviving a zombie apocalypse, I feel like you'd get pretty far. They're pretty athletic looking and strong. They would be very smart, I will say. We wolves were very smart. Not glazing myself at all. We're the smartest species they've ever seen. We wolves, we like to work together. And for us archer wolves and wolves in general, it would be pretty peak, because if we get a bunch of wolves together in a group to survive during the zombie apocalypse, we're naturally good at like working together in a pack orientation. So, we're gonna do well. We're gonna get far. At least like we're gonna last like a year or two, maybe. If we have like conflict with other survivor groups, that might change things. I will say. But even with that, I think we would be able to smack them real hard, because we could we're very athletic. The avatar looks very athletic, so therefore archer wolves are very athletic, theoretically speaking. Yeah, we would wipe the floor. Okay, assuming we don't immediately at the beginning get swarmed and get forced into an unfortunate place at a Walmart. Imagine getting swarmed and forced inside of a Walmart. You're kind of cooked, bro. I'm sorry, because like maybe if you're able to go through and then maybe lose some of the zombies through like the shelves and stuff, you could possibly go to the like fire escape at the back and then just get away that way. But beyond that, it's really hard to say, because I feel like, yeah, but let's just say the bad situation, you got stuck in a house that has barely anything left over because some other group has gone through it and took everything useful. So you're just stuck in there and you're just like, damn, well, I guess we're just gonna stay in here until we either die of thirst or like starve to death. If there's like 1,000 zombies outside, you're not breaking through that and getting away. I'm sorry. That's just not working. But yes, overall, archers would do pretty well, depending on circumstances, unless they get really unlucky and just get cooked from the start, bro. One clumsy guy at the front was running at the front of the group and like somehow trips, and then therefore trips the entire group running from the zombie horde, and then you just all get ate. That would suck. Now, when it comes to ranking the archer wolf on my tier list, I'm gonna have to put him in rebuild society, because naturally, if you think about it, wolves are like naturally adept for like social hierarchy organization kind of thing. So yeah, we would be able to make it work, bro. And yeah, we would be set for a long time. Now for the next VR chat model that I'm going to be ranking on this survival tier list, it is the Fluffagen. And these guys, beyond like the survival thing, damn, they're really nice looking avatar. Very cute. But okay, in terms of zombie survival, I feel like, honestly, with how fluffy they are, in terms of like zombie survival on the day one, they probably would be the guy that gets like almost grazed by a zombie at the beginning, but by the luck of his shoes or something like that, bro gets away unscathed from a zombie and is able to survive on further in the story of the zombies, shall we say. And the way it would be from my viewpoint on these guys is, look at the fluff. Look at the fluff on the Fluffagens. Hence, it's literally in their name, bro. They would have a close call with the zombie, but just because of the fluff, the zombie is gonna like bite them or try to, and then he's just gonna get a mouthful of fluff or fur, and that's how they survive, bro. That's how they get through the first day, at least. So they get luck of the draw kind of thing. And in this zombie survival universe, furry version, in terms of long term, I feel like they'd be pretty clumsy because if you look at the tail, it's a pretty big fluffy tail. They would probably have the unfortunate thing of getting surprised by a zombie from the back, bro. Backshotted by zombie and like bit on the tail. That would be like the worst possible situation, I feel like, in this scenario, because if you know anything about animal anatomy, when it comes to tails, it's literally an extension of their spinal cord. So you would literally have to cut off your spine. Oh, that would hurt so bad. I think, honestly, that would probably instantly infect you, though. It gets injected in your spine, pretty much. You're just cooked, no matter what. But yes, the Fluffagens would get lucky at the beginning, but overall, I think they'd be able to survive at least a month. Maybe if they're able to get into a good group. Honestly, I feel like these guys would be the the clumsy individual in the group that the others would be like, oh damn, we're being chased by a lot of zombies. I'm just gonna casually, you know, trip trip him, bro. And then we're gonna get away, and he gets railed by zombies. Yeah. Now, when it comes to ranking the Fluffagen on this zombie survival tier list, I'm gonna have to say they're gonna have a very clumsy death. They may be able to survive a few weeks, but overall, their clumsiness is gonna be the death of them. So that's my ranking on the Fluffagen. All right, so the next furry avatar I'm gonna be ranking on this tier list are the Avalis. And oh my gosh, it sucks. It would suck to be an Avali in this universe. All I'm gonna say, cause damn, their legs are not that long. So if you think about it, if they have to run from literally anything that's taller than them, they're just cooked, bro. I'm sorry. Unless they're able to like fly away in some way, they're just cooked, bro. It's either never get in a situation where you have to run away, you just die. They might get lucky and be home when the zombie apocalypse starts, and maybe in that situation they would be able to get a decent amount of time, maybe like a few weeks. But honestly, bro, these guys wouldn't get far because, let's be honest, there's always going to be a situation in any zombie survival place that you're going to have to run. You're going to have to run from zombies, and yeah, that's not going to work too well, especially if you're in a building. You can't just fly away. Like, honestly, maybe if you're able to get to this, like the roof of a building, maybe you'd have a chance. You just fly away to a different building, but you're just cooked. No. All right, when it comes to ranking the Avalis in this zombie survival situation, oh my gosh, they have the worst luck ever because they're short. I feel so bad for him, but like, they're the character to be patient zero and start the zombie apocalypse. I'm sorry. And if they have barely enough luck to not be that, they're like the first to go on day one because they can't run at all. Like, if you're stuck at like a desk job as an Avali and all of a sudden your coworker dies and then gets up and then just eats someone in front of you, if you run and then they like notice you and get up and run at you, you're not getting far. That's just, ugh. I mean, honestly, you could probably get in places that others couldn't, and you'd be able to survive. That's a little rough. Maybe jump in the vent, but overall, you're just cooked. So yeah, the Avalis are in the patient zero tier. Now, the next furry avatar I'm going to be ranking are the Austroraptors, aka just raptor scaly furry avatars in general. For these guys, honestly, these guys are the best odds of survival in terms of running away on like day zero when the zombie apocalypse starts. Because in terms of their running capabilities, they have like the best one out of like all these avatars I'm going to talk about, honestly. So in terms of surviving day one in the first few weeks of the zombie apocalypse, I think they'd do really well. Plus, they have like natural weapons on their claws because, you know, raptors. Beyond the first few weeks in the month, I'd say they'd survive a decent amount. But overall, honestly, if there was some of these guys that started out and then got ganked by zombies and turned into zombies, that would be like really terrifying. But honestly, you could just, yeah, you survive a long time. If you got into a really good group, you would be the one that would, let's see, with Austroraptors, if they were in a zombie survival group, they'd be the guy that would probably go out and do like supply runs and like explore and bring back stuff to the group. And yeah, I think they'd just be the scavenger pretty much in terms of the zombie apocalypse group. But overall, I think they'd last a long time. They have some good odds, and they start out with some good stats pretty much because they got some really good running capabilities. So when it comes to ranking the Austroraptor, I'm going to put them in the Rebuild Society rank because they're going to definitely easily be able to survive the first day because they can outrun the zombies for sure. But overall, yeah, beyond that, they're pretty set. Just, yeah, I don't think there's anything else to really say about them. They could like hunt without any weapons too. Now the next furry avatar I'm going to be ranking are the Zaru, and with the Zaru, all I'm going to say, just based off the look of them, in a zombie apocalypse, yeah, they're going to survive the first day just because they're like, they throw other people down, and that's how they survive. They just like, oh, I could trip you. Whoops. Womp womp. I'm gonna leave now, you know, kind of thing. And in terms of like group survival, you would not want this guy in your group because bro would probably backstab the crap out of everyone in your group. So honestly, yeah, you would not want this guy in your group. The Zaru, he also gives the vibe that he would like somehow take control of your group and then get your group to like believe some crazy stuff and then create a cult. This just looks like a cult leader, bro. I'm sorry. Zaru is a cult leader. Zaru looks like it. It gives off the like Dominica Republic kind of, it's great. It's kind of weird to think about, but yeah. But overall, survival wise, this guy's probably pretty set because he can be super adaptive and just hop around different survival groups like it's a lapdog. Pretty much trying to find like a comfy spot. Bro's just gonna do whatever he wants and womp womp to the group that accepts him. That's all I'm gonna say. Now when it comes to ranking the Zaru avatar, I'm gonna put him in is somehow the last survivor of every group just because of what I said previously. Bro will throw anyone under the bus just to survive. It's like, bruh. And then honestly, bro would probably start like some crazy cult as well, and then that might get them killed. But yeah, bro is a menace. So yeah, bro would not be a good survival member. Now for the next avatar I'm going to be ranking for this zombie survival tier list, it'll be the V-Ru, which is actually basically just a wallaby / kangaroo from what I've seen. And these guys do look really cool and stuff. And this is another avatar that honestly would be really, this would be a really good character because they have some really good kicking power that would make, what's that kickboxer guy? They have the kicking power to make Chuck Norris jealous, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. So they could like, at the beginning, they could survive the first day, not only because they can run really fast and hop around, but they could also have a really powerful kick and just like center mass kick a zombie away. And bro, that's like the perfect combination, dude. Offensively, they could knock the zombies back and clear a way so he can just run through and like get out and get to whatever place he could find that's like safe. Are you sure in quotations? But I would love to have one of these guys on my zombie survival team in this scenario because clear away just by punting and like kicking the zombies purely by that. And like, so what you could do is like have them knock all the zombies down and then you have your guys come in and then just like wipe the floor with the zombies, you know, it's, I don't think you can get any better with this kind of character in this situation. Now, when it comes to ranking the VRU, I will 100% say these guys are lasting till you're recreating and rebuilding society, bro, because they're going to be like one of the main steeples of your group. The amount of stuff that they could do is insane. They're like the guys that have all the knowledge about survival plus every self-defense technique pretty much, as well as like some sort of parkour aspect. They would just be broken, bro. Honestly. Yeah, you definitely want this guy in your group because they could like the raptor I was talking about, they could also go out, get resources, and come back. Yeah, they'd definitely be able to handle themselves a lot more than the raptor I was talking about. So yeah, overall, I would say they would rebuild society for sure in that tier. Now, the next avatar I'm going to be ranking are the Valkyrie Nova Beasts. And for these guys, oh, they look bad to the bone, badass. That's all I'm going to say. In terms of zombie survival situation, they would I mean, I wouldn't say they would 100% survive day one of a zombie apocalypse, because I feel like they'd be the character that would put themselves on the line to save other people on the first day, and therefore get like the volleys to survive longer. Honestly, they would be the character that would be really good at like hand-to-hand combat and somehow is able to like box the zombies away and just pure muscles through the zombies somehow. Yeah, bro would be the jacked bro that would somehow pull people through on the first day. So I would say after day one and like in the few weeks into the zombie apocalypse, they would do really well because they have a lot of strength and like fighting capabilities. So they'd be able to help the group get through a lot of like not good situations, whether it's dealing with the zombies or like other survivors. Yeah, he'd be really good with fighting and stuff. But overall, the only way he'd be able to get long term into the zombie apocalypse is if he was able to use that to his advantage to get into groups and then stay in those groups as long as possible. And I wouldn't say he'd survive that long, because eventually he'd probably die because he would save some other guy and then get eaten in the process by the zombies. So they'd be like the hero of the story, but always die at some point. So it's a little tragic. It's like the character in the zombie show that you really love, and you're like, I really love this character, but oh my word, I feel like they're gonna die for sure later in the show. They're gonna die. They may last a few months, but they're probably gonna die. Now, when it comes to ranking the Valkyrie Nova on my zombie survival tier list, I'm gonna have to say they're gonna last a few months, maybe a year, but just a few months, because they are able to like put themselves on the line just to save others. Yeah, that was, I mean, I don't care how lucky you are, if you do that long enough, you're gonna die. It's gonna be the like, super lovable character vibe, and they're just gonna get tragically like heartstruck kind of thing in like the zombie show, or just like the feeling you get whenever you have a favorite character in any story. At one point you're like, please survive, you got this, and then like they somehow mess something up. It's like when Iron Man dies from using the glove, pretty much. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe, as well as drop a comment down below explaining how you would rank these avatars. And other than that, CrimsGreyVR out. Oh.